Piece of goddamn shit. Whatever. Let's start. I'm tired of fucking with this. Alright.
What up, FTC's Road to WrestleMania? We finally made it to this live.
Alright. WrestleMania 1. In the main event was Hulk Hogan and Mr. T face it and Jimmy Superfly Snuka in their corner. And they defeated Roddy Piper and Mr. Wonderful. And that mainly celebrities was the main thing for WrestleMania 1. And that started a trend going forward.
Who should I go against? Devin?
Randy Orton. But for WrestleMania 2, squaring off, the big storyline leading up in this one was King Kong Bundy facing Hulk Hogan for the WWF Championship. In the first steel cage match, classic blue steel cage, Randy Savage also defended his Intercontinental title against George Steele, and there was a 20-man battle royal involving NFL football players.
It's kind of different. One fall.
WrestleMania 3, one of the most iconic. There were 12 matches in total, with the main event featuring Hulk Hogan successfully defending the WWF Championship against Andre the Giant, and also the infamous slam moment, defeating Andre the Giant after, I think, like 17 years of being undefeated. Welcome to the live, everybody. WrestleMania 4 was a 4-hour-long show, and there was a 14-man single elimination tournament for the WWF World Heavyweight Championship, which was practically the whole show, and it ended with Macho Man defeating Ted DiBiase to win the vacated title.
Macho Man, Randy Savage.
Well, we had some viewers. They're gone now. There was like 9 of them. WrestleMania 5, a total of 14 matches for the entire event. The main event, Hulk Hogan and the Macho Man Randy Savage The mega powers exploded. It was very personal, like Miss Elizabeth, all that real life drama and everything that went along with it. One of the memorable WrestleManias, sure.
And this is Royce the Kid Michael's debut on live too. I'm nervous. And it's for my title. Oh no.
Randy's got him.
So you go. This match isn't even official yet.
WrestleMania 6. The event had the attendance of almost 70,000, a record for the Sky Dome at the current time. The main event of WrestleMania was the Ultimate Challenge, where Hulk Hogan faced the Ultimate Warrior with both the WWF Intercontinental title on the line and the World Heavyweight title on the line. WrestleMania 7. This was where The Undertaker debuted for the first time ever.
The Dead Man! The Phenom! The Undertaker!
Randy Savage and the Ultimate Warrior faced one another in a retirement match.
Ooh.
And Hulk Hogan defeated Sergeant Slaughter for the WWF Championship.
Of course he did.
Because that doesn't work for him, brother.
Hulk Hogan don't lose. Not back then.
WrestleMania 8. 9 matches total during the entire broadcast, with one dark match before.
Didn't have a lot going on that year.
Champion Roddy Piper, he was the IC champ, defended his title against Bret Hart. Ric Flair defended his title against Randy Savage. And Hulk Hogan faced off against Sid Justice. WrestleMania 9. Split between two storylines in the main event. The first with Yokozuna challenging Bret Hart for the WWF Championship.
Instant classic.
And the other storyline was Hulk Hogan returning and getting a match after Bret Hart for some reason.
See, I mean, you already know that's Hollywood Hulk Hogan, you know? Oh no. Oh no.
Vintage Orton.
No.
WrestleMania 10 took place in the Madison Square Garden. The central focus of the pay-per-view was the WWF Championship, defended across two separate matches in which Yokozuna faced Lex Luger and Bret Hart. Hart did successfully capture the WWF Championship by pinning Yokozuna, which further led to a lengthy feud between him and his brother.
I just lost my title.
And Randy Orton just became the WWE Champion.
Oh no.
How do you feel about it?
I hate this. I had to get my title back. No, you're gonna have to get my title back, actually. I want to recount.
Onion of the Rings, he says, run it back.
I think I should, man. He's got my ass whooped. He RKO'd me out of nowhere.
WrestleMania 11 took place in the Hartford Civic Center and was held in Hartford, Connecticut. 7 matches total were contested at the event, very similar to what kind of happens nowadays.
Yeah.
The main event, surprisingly, there wasn't Hulk Hogan in this one.
Hey.
Lawrence Taylor, the NFL linebacker, faced off against Bam Bam Bigelow.
So you trying to fight for my title back, or you wanna play something fresh?
I'm gonna play something fresh, I think.
All right.
Taylor won the match in the end, but Bigelow got kicked out of Ted DiBiase's $1 million corporation. Shawn Michaels faced Diesel for the WWF title, and Jeff Jarrett retained the IC championship against Razor Ramon.
Awesome.
See what kind of match should I play? Should I do an ambulance match?
Do it, bro. What are we on, 11?
Yeah, I believe. It should say at the top. Yeah, the 11th.
Now we get to WrestleMania 11, where this one was packed up. This was in Hartford, Connecticut. 16,305 filled that place up. That was back then. That was a lot of numbers.
You go to WrestleMania on here.
They're all at the bottom.
Might be AJ Styles. Where's he at?
WrestleMania 12 was held in Anaheim, California. There was 8 matches held on this pay-per-view, including 2 on the free pre-show. The attendance was 18,853. The main event, they had Bret Hart. He lost the WWF at the time championship to Shawn Michaels, of course. Shawn Michaels, the kid back then. And it was an Iron Man match. The first ever Iron Man match. Lasting over 60 minutes. And the Ultimate Warrior also defeated then Hunter Hearst Helmsley. And then also Roddy Piper had made a return at that WrestleMania too, since his first match since 1994.
wash your face. Braun Strowman.
Do it. WrestleMania 13. It was held in Chicago, and it also had 8 matches where they had one free for all pre-show match. The attendance there was 18,197. The main event was a no DQ match between The Undertaker and Psycho Sid for the WWF Championship, which The Undertaker won following Bret Hart's interference. The main matches on the undercard, though, we had Bret Hart versus Stone Cold Steve Austin in a no DQ submission match, the Legion of Doom and Ahmed Johnson versus the Nation of Domination in a Chicago street fight, and Rocky Maivia versus the Sultan for the WWF Intercontinental Championship. WrestleMania 13 was also the second WrestleMania to take place in the Chicago metropolitan area, right behind WrestleMania 2.
We're about to get this work on here.
WrestleMania 14 took place in Boston, Massachusetts. A total of 8 matches were held at the whole pay-per-view. 19,028 people attended. This was the one where Mike Tyson was a ring announcer for the main event, and Stone Cold Steve Austin defeated Shawn Michaels to win the WWF Championship for the first time.
They got Braun's new entrance in this game. Yeah, it sounds like the same one.
But this was also the first WrestleMania that the Attitude Era was also a part of, and since 1986 did not feature Bret Hart, who went to WCW.
Alright, I'm skipping in. Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
The ambulance is backing into the arena.
WrestleMania 15, it was held in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. There is 20,276 fans in attendance. And there's also 10 matches on the card, including the main event. Stone Cold Steve Austin faced The Rock for the WWF Championship in a no DQ match. We also saw The Undertaker wrestle Big Boss Man in a Hell in a Cell match, which also is infamous, where he hung the Big Boss Man up in the Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, dude, that was crazy. He hung him by the neck.
Like, that was one of the wildest things. I can't believe Undertaker did that.
He's done some crazy stuff, and people just let him get away with it.
Yeah.
He is like 7 foot tall, though. You gonna tell him no?
They also had a Brawl for All where Bart Gunn, a boxer and mixed martial artist known as Butterbean, other people know him as, he won, and that was kind of big for him. WrestleMania always seems to have them stars.
Get off me.
WrestleMania 16. It was the WrestleMania in 2000. So most everybody that we know, this was about our time era. It took place in Anaheim, California again, with attendance of 19,776. The main event was a fatal 4-way elimination match for the WWF Championship, and it was Triple H, The Rock, Mick Foley, and The Big Show, with Triple H winning after eliminating The Rock.
Get up.
They also had that triangle ladder match for the WWF Tag Team Championships involving Edge and Christian, the Hardy Boys, and the Dudley Boys, and that's probably one of the best tag team ladder matches ever.
Yeah, that one is very iconic. Not like the rest of them are. You know what I mean? They had so many matches together, them guys.
And then the Intercontinental title was Kurt Angle, Chris Jericho, and Chris Benoit in a triple threat.
Oof.
WrestleMania 17. It was in Houston, Texas. It had 12 matches on the pay-per-view card. 67,925 people in attendance.
Don't throw me an ambulance.
The main event was a no DQ match between The Rock and Stone Cold for the WWF Championship. They had Triple H versus The Undertaker. They had a TLC match for the WWF Tag Team Championships. Street fight between Vince McMahon and Shane McMahon with Mick Foley as a special guest referee. That WrestleMania actually happened to be it was a stacked one. WrestleMania 17 was a stacked one. They don't make them like that no more.
I'm getting the work put on me.
Oh no! WrestleMania 18. It was in the Sky Dome in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. With a record-breaking attendance for the Sky Dome as well. 68,237 people attended.
That's a lot of people.
We had 11 matches contested at the event. The Rock defeated Hollywood Hulk Hogan in the main event. Dubbed Icon versus Icon, which that really was back then. That was an Icon versus Icon match, no doubt. You had Triple H defeat Chris Jericho to win the undisputed WWF Championship. Stone Cold Steve Austin defeated Scott Hall. The Undertaker defeated Ric Flair in a no DQ match. Rob Van Dam defeated William Regal for the WWF Intercontinental Championship, and that back then was a really good match too.
He's literally beat me unconscious.
They'll do that, dude. WrestleMania 19. It was in Seattle, Washington, and it had 54,097 people in attendance. Matches like Brock Lesnar win the WWE Championship by beating Kurt Angle.
Wow.
That's a big match. The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin when The Rock actually gets the win on Austin. And it was Austin's final match. You know, that was the retirement match for Stone Cold.
Yeah, we didn't know how good we had it back then.
Also, Triple H retained his World Heavyweight Championship against Booker T. We also had Shawn Michaels defeating Chris Jericho. Hulk Hogan defeating Mr. McMahon in a street fight. And the Undertaker defeating Big Show and A-Train in a handicap match.
Somebody help me.
WrestleMania 20. It was held in New York City, Madison Square Garden, baby.
The big MSG.
With an attendance of 20,000 people. This match card featured two main events. A triple threat match for the World Heavyweight Championship, which Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and Chris Benoit. That was that match. Not really going to talk on that one too much.
Yeah.
The other main event match was Eddie Guerrero versus Kurt Angle for the WWE Championship.
Going too soon.
Which Eddie Guerrero did win. He beat Kurt Angle, and that was like prime Kurt Angle then.
And I'm a big fan of both of those guys, both severely underrated.
We also seen The Undertaker beat Kane, his little brother.
Alright, I might be bringing it back now.
And John Cena won his first title at this WrestleMania, being the United States title from Big Show.
Oh, dude, that's where he F5'd the Big Show.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Also, we had Goldberg and Brock Lesnar and Stone Cold and Steve Austin as the special guest referee.
Yeah.
And Goldberg won that. And then, obviously Stone Cold gonna stunner Goldberg. But we never got to see that. We got the Rock and Sock Connection to take on Evolution in a 3-on-2 handicap match, which obviously Evolution won.
Yeah, he don't like it.
WrestleMania 21, we were in Los Angeles, California, baby, with an attendance of 20,193 people. The main event for the Raw brand was Batista challenging Triple H for the World Heavyweight Championship, which Batista actually won. And then the main event of the show for the SmackDown side was JBL, John Bradshaw Layfield, go against John Cena for the WWE Championship, in which he won.
I don't know how to put his ass in this ambulance for real. Oh.
This one also had a Money in the Bank ladder match.
No.
Randy Orton versus The Undertaker. Kurt Angle versus Shawn Michaels.
No.
This was also the final WrestleMania that Eddie Guerrero competed in, going against his former tag team partner Rey Mysterio, longtime friend. WrestleMania 22 was in Rosemont, Illinois. Had an attendance of 17,155, which will also have two main events, and the Raw brand being John Cena versus Triple H for the WWE Championship, which John Cena won after forcing Triple H to submit to the STFU when it was called that back then. Remember when. The SmackDown brand had a triple threat match, Kurt Angle, Rey Mysterio, and Randy Orton for the World Heavyweight title, which seen Rey Mysterio actually win. Also had a no-holds-barred match between Shawn Michaels, Vince McMahon, a casket match between The Undertaker and Mark Henry, WWE Women's Championship between Mickie James and Trish Stratus.
How do I put this guy through it, like in the ambulance? I don't even know how to do it.
Oh, I guess you gotta go to the back of it and throw him towards it or something. WrestleMania 23. It was in Pontiac, Michigan. It was 74,287 people in attendance. Oh! Oh! He's got that beast in him. We saw the Raw brand, John Cena versus Shawn Michaels for the WWE Championship, which obviously Cena won. We seen the SmackDown brand where Batista went up against The Undertaker for the World Heavyweight Championship, and The Undertaker won. You seen ECW World Champion Bobby Lashley representing none other than your current President-elect Donald Trump defeat Intercontinental Champion Umaga representing Vince McKennedy Nasty McMahon in a match where either one of them would have to lose their hair, and Donald Trump won.
Oh man, I lost. Man, that was a good match back in the day. Donald Trump actually got his licks in, man. Who thought the president would be on WWE, man?
Yeah, for real. They also had a ECW Originals and the New Breed, an 8-man interpromotional tag team match apparently, and then they also had a Money in the Bank on that one as well.
And then when Vince did go bald and he got his do rag on, man, that was a whole nother can of worms.
You already know I'm going back to get my title back.
WrestleMania 24. It was held for wrestlers promoting from Raw, SmackDown, and ECW, and was held in the Florida Citrus Bowl. Kim Kardashian was the hostess of the event.
Oh boy.
9 matches, and The Undertaker defeated Edge in the main event to win the World Heavyweight Championship.
That was a fire match. I've watched that one over a few times.
That is a really good one. Randy Orton defeated Triple H and John Cena to retain the WWE Championship. That was
Legend killer.
that was a
Randy
different kind of Randy.
That was
back then.
like, he don't care, Randy.
And in a no disqualification match, Floyd Mayweather defeated the Big Show.
Yeah, how goofy was that back then?
CM Punk won the Money in the Bank briefcase at this WrestleMania.
That was huge for him.
And then the retirement match between Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair.
The infamous "I love you."
I love you. I'm sorry.
Sweet Chin Music.
One of the best ever. WrestleMania 25. This one was marketed as the first WrestleMania of the PG era. Eight matches were held on the event's card, and Triple H defeated Randy Orton to retain the WWE Championship in the main event. The main match for SmackDown's brand was a triple threat match, which John Cena defeated both Edge and the Big Show by AAing them both at the same time.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. I remember that.
Over like 600 pounds, just like it was nothing.
Super Cena has been born.
And then for ECW, the tag team championships were on the line. Carlito and Primo, John Morrison and The Miz. Things were a little different. And then, not only did CM Punk win the Money in the Bank briefcase the year before, he went to do it again at this one. So
You gotta give him that.
WrestleMania 26. The event took place at the University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. And it's the first WrestleMania since WrestleMania 11 with a non-title match as the main event.
It's fire.
The Undertaker defeated Shawn Michaels at this WrestleMania to improve the undefeated WrestleMania streak to 18-0.
18-0.
Michaels was forced to retire after that loss. And that is just another really fantastic.
Yeah, because that was a good storyline in its entirely. Shawn Michaels literally went crazy over that storyline, and like he like had no choice but to retire. He was too. He needed that win more than anything, and he didn't get it, so he's like, I'm done.
World Heavyweight Champion Chris Jericho defeated the 2010 Royal Rumble winner Edge to retain the title, and John Cena defeated Batista to win the WWE Championship. And I think this may have also been the year with the Royal Rumble incident where they both fell out at the same time.
I think it was. They had to do something.
And this year had the last Money in the Bank ladder match at WrestleMania, and it became its own thing after that.
Yeah, they got their own pay-per-view, POE. They got their own show after that.
WrestleMania 27 took place in the Georgia Dome in Atlanta, Georgia. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson hosted this event. And then this is the one where The Miz went into WrestleMania as the WWE champion. And of course, Super Cena buried him shovel style.
Yeah.
Edge defeated Alberto Del Rio. We won't go into depth on him either, but to retain the World Heavyweight Championship.
Back then, I have to say, though, that was Alberto Del Rio's time, because he was like...
He was hot then.
Yeah,
he was the world champion, bro.
And the WWE champion.
So,
plus,
I mean...
he won the Money in the Bank, won the Royal Rumble. Like, they put too much on him.
And he was good.
He was. He was over.
This is the first and only WrestleMania in which no championships changed hands.
Must have been a boring year.
Undertaker defeated Triple H in a no-holds-barred match to 19-0.
That was also a good Undertaker streak match.
That's the one where Undertaker couldn't walk out. Punk versus Orton for the World Heavyweight Championship. And, that's pretty cool to me. But this is also the home of Lawler versus Cole. One of the worst matches in all of wrestling ever.
The worst match ever in history. Don't nobody want to see Michael Cole wrestle.
WrestleMania 28. 8 matches on this event's card, and it was held in the Sun Life Stadium with an attendance of 80,000.
It was that once-in-a-lifetime main event, too, with The Rock and John Cena. I remember that match.
Yep.
They started that rivalry back all the way at SummerSlam. And carried
Not
it all
only
the way
was it the once-in-a-lifetime, bro, the end of an era as well.
Also,
Undertaker faced Triple H again this year with Shawn Michaels as the special guest referee in Hell in a Cell. CM Punk defeated Chris Jericho to retain his WWE Championship in that historic championship run. That's one of my favorite matches from that entire run. And Big Show won the IC Championship, knocked Cody Rhodes out.
yeah. Back when there was no Cody Crybabies.
And then also, man, this is the WrestleMania where Sheamus defeated Daniel Bryan in 18 seconds.
Yeah. He kicked his head off for that world title.
I think this is one of the first WrestleManias I actually got to watch all the way through. You know it?
Yeah, I think it was one of mine too that I actually.
Because back in the day, you had to pay.
Yeah, you had to pay a lot of money, and then You, how we got to find out? We waited till the Raw after the
Yeah,
like.
there wasn't no going online and like knowing about it.
It was like you just had to wait till Raw, and sometimes they wouldn't even cover everything. You still be confused till SmackDown.
WrestleMania 29. Well, it turns out it wasn't once in a lifetime because it happened again the next year. Rock
Yep.
and Cena in the main event once again.
Very next year, once in a lifetime, one more time.
But he did avenge his loss to The Rock of the previous year.
That one might have been for the title too. They faced one time for the title
I think that one was it.
because they actually had screwed CM Punk over. I'll admit
That
that.
one was it because CM Punk faced The Undertaker this year.
Yeah.
And that storyline revolved around Paul Bearer's death. And that's just another favorite of mine. Another really, really good match.
Yeah, they had Paul Heyman out there acting like Paul Bearer. That's kind of funny actually.
Triple H defeated Brock Lesnar in a no holds barred match. And it had Triple H lost, he would have had to retire. And then this is surprising to me, bro. Alberto Del Rio retains the World Heavyweight Championship against Jack Swagger.
Yeah. Jack Swagger was in the main event.
That's crazy. WrestleMania 30, everyone, the big 3-0.
Oh no, not again!
I think Randy's got your number, bro.
He's got to. Oh, not this time.
This was the year of Daniel Bryan, WrestleMania 30. The Yes Movement, B plus player, the Authority, Batista comeback, all of it. And not only did Daniel Bryan defeat Triple H at WrestleMania, he then went on to defeat Randy Orton and Batista in a triple threat and become not only the WWE champion, but the World Heavyweight champion too.
Yes!
You going back and forth with Randy.
Yes! And no!
This is also the year John Cena buried Bray Wyatt.
Yeah. That was horrible.
And the year of The Undertaker's streak coming to an end.
Brock Lesnar is the one.
Yep.
In 21-1.
He's a spoiler.
WrestleMania 31. Is in Santa Clara, California, with a attendance of 67,000. 9 matches, including the main event where Seth Rollins cashed in his Money in the Bank contract. Maybe the heist of the century.
Yeah, the literal heist of the century.
Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns were in the main match, and Seth Rollins came out and like cashed in his contract. You also had The Undertaker. Like he was just like The Undertaker cut a promo since he lost the streak last year. You know, like he had cut a little sentimental thing. You had Bray Wyatt and John Cena. John Cena versus Rusev for the U.S. title. That's what it was, and John Cena won. And this is about to be close to where the Roman Reigns big dog era starts, I'm pretty sure.
Big dog, you can believe that. Suffer and succotash.
Yeah. WrestleMania 32 was in Arlington, Texas, with an attendance of 80,709 people. 12 matches included like Roman Reigns defeating Triple H for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. The Undertaker defeated Shane McMahon in a Hell in a Cell match. Brock Lesnar defeated Dean Ambrose in a No Holds Barred. Charlotte defeated Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks to win the inaugural WWE Women's Championship, which that replaced the Butterfly Divas belt. You also had The Rock defeat Eric Rowan in a match. And then you had Baron Corbin win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. And also Shaquille O'Neal made an entrance in that match. WrestleMania 32 was different. We'll just say that. It was a little different. WrestleMania 33, though, this was, if I'm not mistaken, this was a pretty interesting WrestleMania. It was held in Orlando, Florida. It was 64,900 people in attendance. This was the Raw Universal Championship and the SmackDown WWE Championship were like contested on the event. And it was like they had the SmackDown Women's Championship, the Cruiserweight title at that time, which we seen Roman Reigns defeat the Undertaker in a no holds barred match. We see Brock Lesnar defeat Goldberg for the Universal Championship. We see Randy Orton defeat Bray Wyatt for the WWE Championship. We see the Hardy Boys. And then there was a Styles versus McMahon match, an Kevin Owens versus Chris Jericho match, and then a ladder match between Rollins and Triple H for the Universal Championship. WrestleMania 34 was the one in New Orleans, Louisiana. 65,000 people were in attendance, and Brock Lesnar retained his Universal Championship against Roman Reigns. AJ Styles retained his WWE Championship against Shinsuke Nakamura. Ronda Rousey made her WWE debut, and Daniel Bryan made his return to the ring after nearly 3 years and a broken neck.
Yeah, that was a weird year.
Rousey and Kurt Angle, it was weird, beat Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. You had Daniel Bryan team with Shane McMahon to defeat KO and Sammy. You also had The Undertaker defeat John Cena. Also, we saw Charlotte Flair retain her SmackDown Women's Championship against Asuka. We also seen Braun Strowman defeat Cesaro and Sheamus with the 10-year-old boy Nicholas. Also, there was a four-way match for the U.S. title. Randy Orton, Bobby Roode, Rusev, Aiden English, Jinder Mahal, and Jinder Mahal actually won the U.S. title.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm getting whooped by Roman Reigns. I can't even get a move in.
Throw him off the top.
I don't even know if I can. I'm just trying to survive, man.
WrestleMania 35, it was the one in New Jersey, at the MetLife Stadium, with an attendance of 70,000 people. 16 matches, such as Becky Lynch defeating Ronda Rousey for the Raw's Women's Championship. Charlotte Flair also retained her SmackDown Women's title. Kofi Kingston defeated Daniel Bryan for his first ever WWE Championship, making it Kofi Mania officially.
Hey, these were all kind of strange, like Twilight years.
Yeah.
Kofi Mania, though, man, that was something special.
You had Seth Rollins defeat Brock Lesnar to win his first Universal Championship. You also had Kurt Angle in his last match against Baron Corbin.
I just got the crap beat out of me.
And then Batista and Triple H had a no holds barred match.
That was the give me what I want.
That's the one that Triple H went into cardiac arrest in.
Yeah.
Guess what? Nobody's watching, but guess what? We're 4 WrestleManias away. We're going to finish this out. I'm about to play a Royal Rumble.
WrestleMania 36. At Raymond James Stadium in mid-March, everything had to be relocated for this WrestleMania to the WWE Performance Center because of COVID. Stupid COVID. And there was no audience, but they did have 2 cinematic matches to take advantage of that this year, with the Firefly Funhouse match and the Boneyard match between Undertaker and AJ Styles. And so this was also the year Charlotte Flair defeated Rhea Ripley to become the NXT Women's Champion. Kevin Owens defeated Seth Rollins in a no DQ match. Braun Strowman defeated Goldberg to become the Universal Champion. And Becky Lynch defeated Shayna Baszler. Just a strange card, but the pandemic and everything.
Yeah, it made it a little hard for them to get stuff done. They couldn't actually get people in the arena.
WrestleMania 37. This one also took place at the WWE Performance Center due to COVID-19. And not only that, like pretty much all wrestling for like the whole year.
Yeah, like it wasn't really an interesting time in sports entertainment, man. There wasn't much you could do though. That's actually when I stopped watching it back then. Like I stopped watching it during the Corona era because it just wasn't good.
14 total matches though for this WrestleMania. Bianca Belair defeated Sasha Banks to become the SmackDown Women's Champion. Bobby Lashley defeated Drew McIntyre to retain the WWE Championship. Roman Reigns defeated Daniel Bryan and Edge to retain the Universal title. And Rhea Ripley defeated Asuka to become the Raw Women's Champion. This was the first WrestleMania since 2002 to not feature John Cena at all.
It's been like that a lot more lately.
The first since 2012 to feature Brock Lesnar. This is the first one since 2012 not to feature Brock Lesnar, and the first since 1988 not to feature Shawn Michaels.
Bang. Oh no, Andre the Giant. Oh no! Why don't you two fight? Yeah. This isn't even fair. Can I get out?
Are you Drew?
Yeah, I'm Drew. I'm dead.
Yeah, you got whooped, bro. What happened?
I'm just a big old crybaby. Braun Strowman did like 2 moves to me and I'm this low. How are we gonna get this big fuck out?
WrestleMania 38.
I'm scared.
This one was held at the AT&T Stadium in Texas.
The Undertaker, you gotta be kidding me. What are they doing to me right now? I'm obviously gonna get eliminated.
With a combined attendance of 131,000 people.
Huge numbers.
It was the third WrestleMania to feature Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. This is the main event.
Oh, we already knew that.
Billed as the biggest WrestleMania match of all time, by the way. A winner-takes-all match for the WWE Championship and the Universal Championship, which is now the undisputed title we know and love today. This would also be the last WrestleMania to take place under Vince McMahon.
The Vince McMahon era has ended.
Stone Cold Steve Austin defeated Kevin Owens at this WrestleMania.
I remember that match.
Cody Rhodes defeated Seth Rollins. Charlotte Flair defeated Ronda Rousey. And Bianca Belair defeated Becky Lynch. This show also featured the crew of Jackass taking on Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn got his dub on nobody.
WrestleMania 39. This would be the last WrestleMania in which WWE was still owned and in control by the McMahon family. And the company would began to be ran by Endeavor.
And TKO after that.
WWE merged with Ultimate Fighting Championship to become what we now know as TKO. "15 matches between night 1 and 2.
God.
Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn defeat the Usos to become the undisputed tag team champions. And ending the latter's record-setting reign of 622 days.
Yeah.
This is also the first time a tag team championship match was the main event of WrestleMania. Seth Rollins defeated Logan Paul at this WrestleMania.
Oh boy.
Ray defeated Dom.
Rightfully so.
Rhea Ripley defeated Charlotte Flair
Became mommy.
to become mommy and the women's champion. Austin Theory defeated John Cena clean to retain the United States Championship.
Keywords clean.
And this WrestleMania also featured the debut of Snoop Dogg, who defeated The Miz.
Yeah. Because Shane McMahon came out and tore everything.
Blew both his quads out.
I mean, what the flick? Drew's not going to Mania.
And in this, Edge defeated Finn Balor in a Hell in a Cell match.
Because we all know the Judgment Day stabbed Cope in the back.
And this was the year of the 5-star IC championship match between Gunther, Sheamus, and Drew.
Banger. Super banger.
WrestleMania 39 seemed pretty good.
It's a pretty good one. It was also, I think, one of the first ones where Triple H had a little bit of more say-so, too.
WrestleMania XL, everybody. WrestleMania 40.
The one you've all been waiting for.
The main event featured Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes, the rematch. And all marketed towards finishing the story. A total of 14 matches, one less than the year before. 7 on each night, though. And held in Philadelphia with a total attendance of 120,000. Sami Zayn defeated Gunther to become the IC champion this year and end his reign of 666 days.
In this era, the longest reigning IC champion of all time that we've seen.
Rhea Ripley defeated Becky Lynch to still be your Raw Women's Champion. Bayley defeated Io Sky to become the WWE Women's Champion. And Logan Paul defeated both Randy Orton and KO to retain his title, the United States Championship.
Which is crazy.
Drew won the World Heavyweight title from Seth Rollins
for about 15 seconds.
And then was cashed in on after CM Punk had beat him up. But yep, night 1, Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins faced off against The Rock and Roman Reigns, in which The Rock and Roman Reigns won that one to make night 2 Bloodline Rules. But nonetheless, Cody Rhodes completed the story at this WrestleMania, and now we are here in the current era.
The Crybaby Cody era. The Crybaby Drew era. Yeah, for the road to WrestleMania, that's about it for us. We're going to wrap up this Royal Rumble match, and, we're going to get on about our stuff.
Yep.
Thanks for everybody who did watch.
Thanks for everybody who clicked on the video or is going to watch the live later on.
Catch us on our next episode. Perfect. Yeah, just